Hello, beautiful souls, and thank you for visiting my channel. My name is Marianne, and today we will be doing a reading for Gemini, focusing on the harvest moon energy. The harvest moon is a time where, the history of the harvest moon is based on the fact that on a particular day, the day of the harvest moon or the evening of the harvest moon, there is more light. So farmers were able to harvest their crop well into the evening, so giving them a day to harvest their field. Spiritually, the harvest moon is very significant, as well, mainly because it's a time where we will begin to see the fruition of our manifestations that we made in the spring, any seeds that we planted in our minds, in our dreams, our goals, anything that we've put into place and in motion, we're starting to reap its rewards. So you can see in this image right here that the woman is wearing on top of her head a headdress that is filled with a lot of abundance and lushness and fruit. So it is a time for all of us to begin seeing what we've manifested come to life. The harvest moon this year is September the 10th, so I will be pulling energy from now until that time. What is it that you, Gemini, need to know? Keep in mind that I may use the terms he or she. There is no gender. It's all just energy. And readings are fluid. So if this reading found you or you found this reading, know that there is something here for you. And as always, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I have already meditated on your cards and cleansed our space, so we will begin. We'll start with activating our space with the Elemental Oracle deck. What is it that Gemini needs to know? The energy for Gemini. This harvest moon for September the 10th. Harvest moon energy, please, for Gemini. Harvest moon energy for Gemini, please. Ooh. Creation. Harvest moon energy for Gemini, please. There we go. Oh, and we have here. I'm gonna have to read the card. I'm sorry, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I'm just gonna read the number here for 5. Number 5 is the equator. To make equal. To make equal. Do I need to pull more? Yes, one more card. Oh, here we go. I guess that was just waiting to have it. Motion. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all our cards here. I seem to have lost one of my books. I have them in my hand, so. Okay. All right. We're going to take each card and pull for each section here. Does Gemini need to know about the creation? Expand on creation for Gemini as it relates to the harvest moon, please. Oh, too many cards. Okay, but these ones wanted to stay, so we'll keep them. Sacred contract. Resourcefulness. and teachability. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards for to make equal for Gemini as it relates to the harvest moon. What does Gemini need to know about to make equal as it relates to the harvest moon? New beginnings and completion. So just so you're aware that I'm finding that when I pull for the collective and to do a general reading, I get different messages, hence the 3 piles. So I mean, they don't often interrelate with one another, but I'll know more as we get into the reading. So I'll treat them as separate energies. And then if one energy intertwines with the other, I will definitely let you know. So for now, we're going to pull energy on the motion card for Gemini and how that relates in relation to the harvest moon. What does Gemini need to know about motion? Okay. Protecting the future and the authentic self. Oops. Let's pull for bridging energy. Okay. So let's bridge this energy here for pile 1 with creation, sacred contract, resourcefulness, and teachability. Bridging energy as it relates to the harvest moon for Gemini. Bridging energy with creation, sacred contract, resourcefulness, teachability as it relates to the harvest moon. And this is for Gemini, please. Bridging energy. Oh, we got 2. Huh. Finding and new beginnings. I am being asked to pull, before I move on here, I'm being asked to pull one animal spirit oracle. Gemini for pile 1, which is creation. Show me the spirit animal for this pile. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? Gemini's message here from her or his spirit animal. Caught myself there. Spirit animal, please. Pile 1. Oh, spirit animal, please. Come on, spirit animal. You asked me to pull you. Oh my gosh. I'm having a lot of pain in my right hand. So especially holding the deck this way. Okay. Spirit animal for Gemini in pile 1. The Gemini's in pile 1 for creation. What message from the spirit animal spirit do you have for her? All right. Oh. We have the swan spirit, which is take time for a deep dive. And porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. That is interesting. All right. I don't want to reveal anything on there just yet. So, all right, let's bridge this energy here for pile 2, which is to make equal, new beginnings, and completion. Sounds like some of you are on a journey. Bridging energy between to make equal, new beginnings, and completion. What is the bridging energy for make equal, new beginnings, and completion for Gemini as it relates to Harvest Moon? For Gemini, please. Closure. Gemini, what is going on? Oh, almost forgot to do a bridging energy here too, which is for motion. I don't know if you can see that. Motion as it relates to protect your future and the authentic self. What is the bridging energy between motion, protecting the future, the authentic self, as it relates to the Harvest Moon for Gemini? For pile 3, please. Messages. Bridging energy message, please. What's the bridging energy here? Bridging energy for Gemini for pile 3, which is motion. Protecting the future, the authentic self. And you received home and family. Okay. Okay, let's start over here. So looking at the creation card here, I feel you're very deep in your emotions. I want to say this is more of the Gemini Taurus energy, so you may be on the cusp, so you may be embodying either one. So I encourage you to, if you feel so, to go and visit the Taurus reading that I did with the Harvest Moon Taurus reading, because Taurus received this card, and the fact that I'm receiving the same message where about very deep in your emotions, I feel like this could be for those who are closer to a Taurus energy, or the Taurus sign, on the, between Taurus and near the end of the Taurus season. I feel though you are coming out of it, which is a little bit different than the Taurus when I did the reading for Taurus. So even though you're deep in the emotions, you're not drowning. It's more like you went into the water and you jumped up. You know how kids play that game? They'll go and they'll sink down to the bottom, and then they'll come out and they'll just spring up out of the water. That's the energy and feeling that I'm getting from you, Gemini, who are in this creation moment. And this creation is more of the self. Like there's nothing, how can I put this, like, I feel that some of you have been educating yourself, perhaps taking more of a holistic or wellness approach to your life. Some are learning about meditation or getting a little bit more involved in meditation. There's a little bit of self-growth that I feel from here. And I'm getting that from the teachability and the resourcefulness. So perhaps some of you are seeing articles, maybe perhaps on Facebook, that, you know, it's catching your eye. You want to learn how to teach yoga, not so much to teach yoga, but perhaps to do yoga training for yourself. It's not so much to teach, it's more to expand your own knowledge for this. And I think you, in this jumping out of the water, is more like those aha moments, right? Like this is something that you've been thinking about and wondering if this is the right thing to do, and you're meditating upon it. You're getting downloads either through other YouTubers who are telling you the same, but with her hands coming out in the water, pouring down, I feel like there's this I want to say Two of Cups energy, where there's a partnership or a union, right? And this partnership and union is going to be bringing you blessings. So either along the way when you're learning, or you've met somebody in your journey where you're going to India, to the ashrams, or you're visiting, you know, ashrams around the world, and you're meeting people along the way. There's going to be a partnership, and I believe that's where the sacred contract is. Now, that partnership and the sacred contract can be with yourself, or the sacred contract could be with another spiritual being who is like-minded like yourself. Then as we go into and as you're doing this journey, so this will occur for you, for some around the harvest moon, which I mentioned to you is September the 10th. And once you've signed the contract, or once and I'm talking more of a spiritual contract, right? When I say sacred contract, it's more of this spiritual contract that you made with yourself. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but on the bottom here is this infinity sign, right? And when I think of the infinity sign, it's something that you've been longing for, something you're dedicated to do. So you are more than happy to sign the sacred contract with yourself, right? And signing that sacred contract is going to be the time where your new beginning, your new journey is gonna happen for you, right? It's gonna be a time where I'm hearing is the sun and the moon will meet, right? And I don't know if you could see, but there are shadows here in the imagery. And I just feel these shadows. It's just you walking through the portal, right? And there are other spiritual beings just waiting for you, right? Your soul, they call it your soul tribe. That's what I want to say. Your soul tribes are waiting for you on the other side of the door, right? And again, this is the time where you're going to find yourself. You're going to find who you are. You're going to be finding your path. Yeah, just really finding yourself here, Gemini, is what I feel. And I believe that this moment right now, as you begin to awaken your spirit, is where you're going to find your soul tribes. And that's what you're going to find as you start your new beginning. And here we are, the porcupine spirit, which is time for beginner mind and time for a deep dive, the swan spirit. What I'm feeling from these two cards, and I'll read a little bit further for you for this pile here. I'm just hearing it is time, right? So as you come rushing out of the water to get your revelations here, I feel with this swan spirit, it's time for you just to dive in, right? Dive into your blessings, dive into your abundance, dive into the new beginning and adventure that awaits you, and just go, right? And this time for beginner mind is more or like because you're going through the doors or you're going through this portal. It's this new beginning of everything. It's that time as soon as you walk through the portal, everything that you've known, everything that you've healed from is going to be left behind. So when you walk through the portal and start your adventures, it's all brand new. It's going to be all brand new for you, Gemini, all brand new. Now, this card here, to make equal. And I find it interesting as well that this making equal is new beginnings, completion, and closure. I feel like I'm gonna need to pull on this pile here to go a little bit deeper as to what this could possibly mean. So let's go a little bit deeper here. Can you see the cards? Just want to make sure this is in the line of sight for you. Okay. No. Star Tarot. I'm just making sure they're all upright. Because I don't know if they go backward, if they come out in reverse, then they come out in reverse. So what will we be pulling? Okay. Let's find out more about this pile here. Spirit, can you tell us, Gemini, a little bit more about the card to make equal? Let's start there, okay? Let's put these aside for now. Let's start here. To make equal. Let's clarify that a little bit more for you, Gemini. Clarify to make equal. Why is to make equal here for Gemini? Oh, I thought this was what it was. Heartbreak and trauma. So 9 of Swords and 3 of Swords. That's what I was thinking, but wasn't sure. This making equal, I'm feeling for some is a breakup. An uncoupling, if you will, perhaps from a long-term relationship that you've been with. I feel it's not just you live with this person. And to make equal, I'm feeling that it's more of it's the separation of assets. Separation of assets. To make that equal between the two of you. Okay, let's find out. Can you tell us more about the 3 of Swords and 9 of Swords, please, for Gemini? Tell us more about the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Swords for Gemini, please. What does Gemini need to know? Look at that. The Lovers. So a decision needs to be made. A decision that needs to be made. Either. Now, a new beginning doesn't necessarily mean separate new beginnings from your person. A new beginning here for me sounds like, it feels like a new beginning together. Right? It's a new beginning together. You put away your differences, you put aside your differences, you find equal grounding, right? Find somewhere, right? It's okay to agree to disagree. And finding that equal Yeah, I'm just going to say, just to find that balance, that grounding, right? Leveling everything out, right? And I'll clarify a little bit more for you for that as well, for the new beginnings, because I feel there's two types of energies that can happen here. It's either a new beginning for individual or a new beginning together. And then the decision here is the completion. To me, it's can you find resolution to complete this cycle that you and your person may currently be going through, right? Kind of like this feels to me in this particular situation like the World card. You're going in but more of it like the wheel. You're going, not the world, sorry, the wheel for it, but it's just, you're going in circles right now. That's what I feel. So a decision needs to be made. And I feel like this closure is your outcome. The closure is the outcome regardless of whether you're the new beginnings together or separate, or you finally complete your cycle, whether it's individual or separate. So this is why this is the two bridging energies here, right? At the end, you're going to need to have closure. Meaning, if you do decide to stay and work things out with your person, that means leaving it all behind. If you opt to dissolve the relations, have an uncoupling of the relationship, you'll need to leave all this. You'll need to leave the heartache and whatever trauma that has occurred for you. Now keep in mind, we're not talking about those who are abused. I would never have you stay for that. But if you do opt to leave, you leave all that stuff behind as soon as the doors are closed. So as you walk out or close that door, or they walk out and close the door, you leave it behind the closed door. You don't take it with you. Okay, let's find out a little bit more, because this was the bridging energy. So closure was the bridging energy between the new beginnings, completion, and to make equal. So tell us, let's find out. Okay, what else does Gemini need to know? Oh my goodness, okay. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Oh, there's more. Eight of Wands. Find that interesting that came out. The Two of Wands. And conclusion. So this right here is honestly a journey here with the new beginnings and completion card. And perhaps it's the parts that fill in the gap of your decision making, right? Whichever you decide to stay, to go, there is growth for each of you. Personal growth, actually spiritual growth as well. There's going to be a growth. I'm going to clarify the Four of Pentacles a little bit, because it talks about control. Now, this could mean the control of your emotions. It's an emotional time, regardless of the ending. It's going to be an emotional time. But you need to stay focused. You need to stay in control. Keep the goal in mind. What is it that you want to accomplish, right? What can you both agree upon should you decide to uncouple? Well, whether you uncouple or not, what is it that you will both agree upon? Right? What controls in place will you have to ensure that you are honoring each other's wishes? For those who are opting to make a go of it. Or even if you're uncoupling, are you setting your boundaries if children are involved? Right? You have the Eight of Swords here that talks about speed, and I find it interesting that the speed comes up, right? Only because movement came out of here too, motion. And I'm thinking and I'm feeling, in all honesty, that there is a correlation between this pile and this pile. So there's quick action here, quick action that is occurring. So once you've made the decision, everything is going to go boom, 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 boom. Okay? There's planning involved, so obviously both of you are going to have to plan how you wish to move. How do you wish to make changes? How do you wish to make your situation palatable for the both of you? Right? How are you going to plan to make everything equal between the two of you, where you both be happy? Now, I'm not saying balance sheet. Well, balance sheet if you're talking about finances, but what would make your soul feel, what would make your soul happy is what would make it equal, right? And then you have conclusion. And that conclusion will come through closure, right? After the planning comes conclusion, which is interesting that it came after planning. And that will lead you to the closure that you'll need to do. Right? If you hear background noise, I do apologize. They are my dogs playing. I'm going to clarify the control on Four of Pentacles. So why is Four of Pentacles here for Gemini? Tell us a little bit more about the Four of Pentacles, please. Why is the Four of Pentacles here for Gemini? Tell us a little bit more about the Four of Pentacles, please. Okay, this one hit me in the face. Ah, look at that. Stability. Queen of Pentacles. Having control of your emotions, having control. Yeah, having control of your emotions. Wow, this is really interesting now because I'm seeing this card come out, being told that this control is going to help you with this creation here. Having control of your spirit, your emotions, finding that groundedness, that stability that the Queen of Pentacles energy has, right? You're going to need that to get you through. Where did this come out of growth? From growth? Yeah, you're going to need that stability, that groundedness, and that energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Because once the decision's made and everything starts moving, you got to start planning, right? You both need to make a plan. Put a plan in place, put a plan in motion so you can get to the conclusion, but you're going to get to the conclusion really quickly. And you're going to need to be in this energy. Whether you're male or female, you're going to need to be grounded and have this energy on side. Right? And the very fact that this stability, this energy is also coming into this creation, this is the moment. This is the moment where you are coming from this closure and conclusion or the ending. But this planning, this lightning speed, this stability, this is where you go deep, right? This is where you dived in, popped back up. So in reality, this is like the first pile of your journey here. You're popping back up, right? We talked about that earlier. We talked about you coming out of your emotions. You're going in, you're sinking in, and you're popping up because you have come to the decision that you need to make. And this is where the teaching comes in. This energy, this whole time, while you're going through what you're going through with your partner, you're also growing spiritually from this. Wow, Gemini, right? Like I said, and how are you doing it? You are doing it by teaching yourself, breathing, going to courses, looking it up on YouTube, having like meditation sessions. You're doing that. That is what this resourcefulness and teachability, this is what's strong here for me, for you, right? And because you've decided, for those who've decided that I am more important than anything, that I need to work on myself, or I got to get out of this because whatever reason, that is your sacred contract. All this work that you've been doing here under creation was your sacred contract, right? Which has allowed you to be able to find yourself, your new beginnings, finding your soul tribe, being with like-minded individuals who are looking to spiritually grow, right? And again, like I said, once you walk through that portal, right, you're going to dive right in, and you're going to leave everything, all the pain, all the healing behind. And that is for those who resonate with this here. And again, all it is talks about closure and conclusions for yourself. Wow. And I honestly feel that this part here is going to be the movement here. This is where you're being called upon. So we talked about everything is moving in the Two of Wands. Sorry, not the Two of Wands. Moving in the Eight of Wands, which is speed. It's setting everything in motion, planning everything, right? Your conclusions. It's planning everything. I'm so sorry. Look at that. This motion. This is the time. This motion here, this moving, there's two parts here. You're moving in this space here, in the relationship parts of you, but this motion, this unveiling of yourself, of and walking through your authenticity is coming through. Is coming through you finding yourself. Pipes, come here, please. Stop. It's you finding yourself. Look at that. With the it's finding yourself here. This protecting the future is not only protecting for those who have family or have kids, is not only protecting your home. The home here is your foundation. Protecting your framework. You're coming out of this as a different person, as a new person, right? You're coming out of this. You're coming out of this as a new person, right? You're finding who you are spiritually, body and mind. Let's just put it that way. And when you're being asked to protect the future, it's more of protecting your home, your foundation, who you found yourself to be, right? It's like you're protecting your spirit. And for some, it is actually protecting your home and protecting your kids and your family. I'm finding two energies here with protecting the future. So it's not only protecting your spirit, protecting who you are, protecting your own self-foundation, but I feel like this protecting home and family, that could be something to those who are going through a decoupling or uncoupling. Is it uncoupling? Decoupling. I never used to like that, but it sounds so much nicer. And being separated or divorced. Nothing wrong with those labels. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper for Gemini with home and family. What do they need to know about the protecting the future for Gemini? Tell us more about the family and home as it relates to protecting the future for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? The Wheel of Fortune. I thought I talked about the Wheel of Fortune here. I don't know where I saw that. And the Seven of Cups. Let's go a little bit. Can you tell us why karma, the Wheel of Fortune is here, please? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune for Gemini, please. I think I have Page of Cups. To clarify karma. Oh my gosh, you can't even see that. My apologies for that. Let's put this in the center then. So it was, just to recap, it was motion, authentic self, protecting the future, and the oh, that's winding over there. And then it was, the bridging energy was family and home. We wanted to clarify the family and home. Eight of Wands is over there. Which came out was the Wheel of Fortune, to clarify family and home. Page of Cups, sorry, Seven of Cups. And then the energy for the Wheel of Fortune, or clarifying, was the Page of Cups, which is loyalty. Wheel of Fortune's karma. Let's see if there's anything else we need to know about the Wheel of Fortune. Can you tell us more about the Wheel of Fortune as it relates to home and family? Ten of Wands. I'm hearing like a karma cycle with this card. I don't know. I feel like this is, I'm seeing like this wheel. You know, when you go to the carnival or you're at a restaurant, you spin the wheel and you get the prize wherever the little arrow is. Wherever the arrow hits, or when the wheel stops, that is your prize. I just feel like with this Wheel of Fortune energy, you're going in circles like in a hamster wheel. Just going and going and going and going. With this Wheel of Fortune, I just keep seeing, you know, the hamster wheel just going and going and going and going and going and going and going. With the Seven of Cups, I feel that this going movement for some of you, you feel like that's the way it has to be. This is my life. I have kids, I have work, I have responsibilities. This is how it has to be now. And what I'm telling you is, no, it does not necessarily need to be like that. But with this 10 of Wands, I think it feels really heavy on you. I just feel this sadness when I look at the 10 of Wands as it relates to this Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Cups. But you are, Gemini, very loyal to your family, very loyal to you, very loyal to your partner. You're committed. You're committed to this life that you've created for yourself, for the betterment of your family, for the betterment of your children, for you, for your spouse, your home life. Oh, it's really heavy. So much so I have a headache. Let's pull an outcome card here for you. What is the outcome for Gemini in pile 3 here? Final energy here for Gemini in pile 3. Or outcome, sorry. Oh, 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups energy. Outcome. Final outcome. Is there any more that needs to know? Empress. This is good. Very nice. This 3 of Cups energy for celebration. I feel it's celebration of the self, and you're nourishing yourself. Again, bringing us back to this water energy creation. It's bringing us back to this. It's bringing us back to this creation here. Yeah, you're nourishing yourself, you're nourishing your mind, you're feeding yourself, you're feeding your mind, and here we go again, bring us back to this creation. And as I said, that creation is allowing you to, what? Learn, teach yourself, you know, go with the meditation energy that you may be feeling, finding yourself, right? Finding yourself here. You know, the new beginnings of your soul tribe, signing that sacred contract for your spirit, for your soul. Everything is bringing us back to creation, and I love it. I love it. No matter which pile you're at, no matter where you are in your journey, Gemini, you're always coming back. And what I'm hearing is you're coming back home. Okay, you're coming back home to yourself. And that's wonderful and that's beautiful. Regardless of your decision, whether you stay, whether you go, you are coming back home to yourself. And I like that. I really, truly do. I want to pull a closing card, but the deck I want is not here. So just give me one moment. And just so you know, the neighbor is starting to cut their lawn. So it may get a little bit noisy. So I'm going to try and do this as quickly as I can. If I can find, I did, the card that I was looking for here. Just hope that nothing else falls out. Ooh, I think this is better. Two. Okay. Gemini, here we go. I think this would be better suited. But I'm going to pull the other one too. Okay. We'll see if I need this one. This is the Unshakable Inner Peace Tarot. Oracle card. Spirit, what other messages or any final messages we have for Gemini? Oops. Okay. Gemini. Final messages for Gemini, please. Final messages for Gemini. Here we go, Gemini. Oh, God, here we go. Love it. All right. It is number 9. And it says, express yourself creatively. Start something new. And look at that. Same type of, similar, let's put it this way. Similar imagery. Downloads coming in from your spirit guides. Right? Okay. Before I read from the book, I'm going to pull here. This was the initial deck I wanted to pull, and then saw that one. And this is Rise of the Warrior. I truly enjoy this deck. Okay, Gemini, here we go. Messages for Gemini. Oh, one popped out here. We'll take this one. And look at that. Communication. Bridging confusion and clarity. There you go, Gemini. So, let us read one and then the other. Oh, look. 1, 4, 4, 8. And then express yourself creatively. Start something new. And then you have communication here, bridging communication and clarity. Okay. So we have number 9. What does number 9 here read? Okay. Okay. Express yourself creatively. Start something new. You pulled this card because what was is no longer supporting your growth, so leave it behind and step into the new. This is a grand opportunity to focus your attention not on what is falling away, but on the newness trying to emerge. What do you want for your future? What do you want, Gemini, to explore in your life adventure? The magic of new beginnings surrounds you, and it is ripe with possibilities. Is there a project or idea that keeps coming back to you? Dust off the old ideas and bring them to life again. Does a book idea want to come to life? Do you want to get into a new hobby, take a class, or enroll in a program? You can revisit an old project or start something brand new. Let yourself be drawn to the creative process. Don't worry about the outcome. Simply give yourself the gift of being one with your creative endeavors and do it for joy. The action of starting something brings your power back to the present moment, which creates a more balanced life. And then communication. So communication is coming in, and this will be a simple text message or a deeper conversation over coffee. Allow the conversation to flow, giving birth to new energy of the present moment. When you can discuss how you feel with good communication, all things become clear. Remember to listen as much as you talk to understand the other person's feelings. And we talked about this, didn't we, when it came to the making equal. I feel like this is more of the make equal message. Right. I believe communication is on here, if I'm not mistaken. No, maybe not. Let me see, was communication on here? No. No, but decisions was, and heartbreak was, yes, and trauma, yes. So this communication card can be discussing any decisions with your partner. Very important, right? And if you see, they are intertwined here with one another. Similar, a hand holding and intertwinedness, right? Both coming from the heart. Very important to come from the heart when you're having this communication with your partner, right? When you're making decisions of what's best for the two of you, as well as for yourself. Gemini, this was wonderful and beautiful. I love how, regardless of what pile you were in today, everything is leading you back home. And that's a beautiful thing. Leading to yourself, leading to new beginnings. It's just truly, truly, truly beautiful. I want to thank you for tuning into my channel. For those who are returning, thank you so much. You don't understand how much that means to me if you're returning to visit me once again. And I really appreciate that you've listened to your message to the end. And thank you so much for sharing your energy here today. I hope something resonates with you, and if it does, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you smash that like button or the bell button, it not only tells me or tells you that when my next reading is available for you, but it also tells me that you've enjoyed the reading as much as I've enjoyed doing the reading for you. Once again, thank you so much for visiting me today, and I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day, and namaste.